That's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. I don't care nothing about that dude, but I do care about Trysta, who's back with us on Wi-Fi.
I think the Wi-Fi is better now, right? Is it better?
You look great.
Is the
Yeah,
connection crisp?
4K live from Miami. It's terrific.
The
Absolutely.
views in the view is impeccable. I'm looking here at like some sort of Biscayne sort of bay, some yachts or something.
And for
Wow.
those
it
who
out.
might not know what a Biscayne is, could you
Wow.
tell
I don't know.
that?
I think it's a bay. I think it's like some sort of bay. I don't check it out.
I was about to
Oh
say, is that
man.
the Heat arena?
Oh, look at
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
it is.
I never
Right
been to
across from the
Miami.
Kaseya Center. Just a nice day here. As we've got a Pacific Northwest water event happening. I don't know if you guys are getting that, but apparently in Portland, there's
Well,
about to have
the sun
unprecedented rain.
That's the sun.
the sun
That's the
came out.
sun.
The sun
Oh
came
my
out.
gosh.
The sun came out for the first time in like 12 days today.
Oh my gosh. It's the sun.
It's kind of
I
crazy.
feel like
it's
double
been-
rainbow guy. Remember
it's
that
been
guy? Oh my
double
gosh.
words.
Oh.
Hey, Asia
remember
Wilson
that, yeah.
isn't pregnant, is she?
What did you say?
Asia Wilson isn't pregnant, is she?
Oh,
Tristan.
No,
I
I
don't.
feel like
Look,
I feel
look,
like
don't
no,
know.
Trysta would know.
No, she wouldn't know. She's blocked from everything.
Oh,
Block,
that's
remember?
right. I forgot. I forgot Asia blocked you.
They're
They're
the Miami Heat contingent tomorrow. They might know through Bam.
oh yeah. I don't know. Like I think people are taking multiple different tweets and reports and like making them fake by adding
The
ultrasound to it.
Yeah,
and
that's terrible.
yeah, like TMZ has some very carefully worded post up that don't acknowledge that, but acknowledge the rumor by saying Asia Wilson is excited to start a family with Bam Adebayo, which I think is a line from her Time.
That she recently said in Time magazine.
Yeah, it's from her Time magazine piece. Okay, now that we've got that cleared up, that's right. You are in Miami. You can just go ask your boy Bam. He's probably staying in the same complex you're at.
Probably here right now.
Is Miami kind of sneaky in on this Giannis thing?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. I have decided today that the trade's not happening. I've decided Milwaukee will not let him go. That it's like, if I can't have you, no one else. Vibes. It feels like they're going to end up not getting anything. Next summer, when he doesn't sign the extension, that they're going to scramble to figure out how to extract some level of value. But they are the recent reporting that made me think this was that the Milwaukee Bucks believe they can entice Giannis with another star at the trade deadline. To that I say, with what assets?
Zach LaVine, baby.
With what players? What picks? What assets? I mean, I guess the 2026 first round pick if you're Sacramento is pretty good, but
I'm sorry. What?
Didn't you just say Zach LaVine?
Yeah.
So I said the first round pick for 2026 will be pretty good because Sacramento's so bad. If that's the asset on top of Zach LaVine, that's what it would take to get Giannis.
No.
I mean, and more.
Stop.
Not happening, obviously. We know that. It's a pipe dream.
Not from us. They better take Zach.
Nobody's getting picks from us.
Nobody is getting picks from you. I think you guys should just stop trading with anyone because it's one of those things where it's like if you can't spot the patsy, it's probably you, and that's like where I feel. I'm back in on the De'Aaron train. I'm back in. I watched him literally front row of the NBA Cup, and when he is locked in, it's like I fell in love again for the second time. Remember how I would just effusively praise De'Aaron and just like, man, he's one of my favorite players to watch in all of the land because he can do X, Y, or Z. And then I was spurned. I felt spurned Then I was, I don't, blah, 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 whatever, downplaying all of his skills. The injury probably didn't help because he wasn't playing and I wasn't watching him. But seeing him in that NBA Cup environment versus the Thunder, it's just, I mean, you guys know you saw him up close so many times. Just so remarkably fast and smooth with the ball when he's doing his thing. It's like he's got the afterburners on when he's getting into the lane in the transition situation. So I'm back in on De'Aaron. Just look back at that trade and I'm like, you got Zach LaVine for De'Aaron.
Mhm. Yes, we did.
But also, I had some more information come to light while I was at the Cup from someone close to the situation. I've changed my opinion about the whole thing. So, back on Team De'Aaron, I've always been anti-Kings front office, but more things have come to light make me feel like he was screwed over.
Anything you can talk about?
I think it really was the fact that my logic would tell me, because I always, if I don't have inside information, I use logic. It's like largely people's decision making. You can kind of map out if this happens and this happens, then most likely this is the case, right?
Mhm.
And so in my mind, it was like star player, franchise player, head coach fired. Clearly, this person would be involved in it. Clearly, this person would have a hand in it and know about it and probably be the one leading the charge in it. And then there was like a lot of murky reporting about what was known and what was not known. And now, like definitively, I believe he was not and really had no communication about it with the organization pretty much at all. And so to that, I say, like, really will, if you allow that to be out there and people think that he's getting coach fired, and that's not the case, and then like his all-star votes are going down and I'm sullying his name, but a lot of other people are sullying his name, and you don't clean it up at all as an organization, that is so trash for me to do because it actually affects how people perceive. So I'm back on Team De'Aaron. I'm back on Team De'Aaron.
Okay. I think I followed along with that. Your feeling was he wasn't behind the firing of Mike Brown.
Yeah, they knew nothing about it.
Yeah, no, that's 100% accurate. Like,
Yeah.
that is 100%
And
accurate.
that the organization wouldn't call him to like even debrief on it.
That's correct as well.
Oh,
I could have walked
Like-
you through all of this a year ago. Like, yeah,
Debrief,
absolutely.
debrief,
Yeah.
debrief in what way?
like, for example, if one of you two were fired from the show,
Mhm.
right? And then there was like a new co-host.
Mhm.
It would be like, wonder what that's about. And like normally, like a corporation like Odyssey or whatever will tell you like, hey, we decided to go in another direction. This is who we're bringing in. Here's why. Here's what we were thinking. We still value you. Like, how can we support you? But like, if they didn't tell you anything, it was just literally crickets. And you're like, well, like, I don't know Damien or Casey are gone. I've like still not heard from them. They're just acting like I shouldn't be informed or discuss this in terms of like what's the plan of attack? Why did this happen? Why didn't you talk to me? None of it. That's like maybe one of the most disrespectful things in professional sports and any work organization where there's like a direct working relationship between two people. Say like a star player or a star host of a show. That's crazy.
It doesn't change like the firing of Mike Brown and how it felt or how De'Aaron felt about it and all this other stuff. But to that point, I've heard the exact opposite. I heard they did try and De'Aaron said, I don't want to talk to you guys. And I've heard that a couple of times. I don't know who's right or wrong. I'm just saying I've heard that 2 different occasions. Matt
Okay,
George,
so I don't have to protect anybody. I heard it from one person they didn't. It was De'Aaron.
Matt George.
Remember, they fired him on the they fired him on the way to the airport.
Mhm.
They got on the plane and were like, yeah, basically said Mike's fired.
No, what I'm talking about is not when it happened. I'm talking about later, maybe a week later, to sit down and talk and be like,
I
hey,
see.
this is what's going on. What do you think? And I heard De'Aaron didn't want any part of it. And
It's
that's
too late.
his,
that's
his
too
decision.
goddamn late.
Well, I heard the opposite.
You got
I heard it was
to use her example, you got shows to do without me, and you've got to answer all these questions to the chatty house, and you try to talk to me a week later. Get the F out of my face.
Oh no, not you, Trysta.
No, Trysta, not you. Oh, TK, not you. Maybe TK on her way to Alabama. Maybe she's going with Brother Malcolm.
Alabama.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I it's one of those things where, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not changing anything. It's clearly not changing anything. That you decided to move on from him.
Didn't mean to upset you, TK. Like
the StreamYard was so furious at the conversation that it just
you really are back on Team Fox. Like, it was like, I'm out of here.
Slander in this place. No, I heard the exact opposite, that it was like, hey, it's been 3 weeks. Have you heard from them? And it's like, for them.
I mean,
they're not calling me.
Somebody lying. That's what I do.
Somebody's lying.
Well, everybody's got a narrative to shape. Right? Whether it's De'Aaron, whether it's the Sacramento Kings, it's whoever, everybody's got a narrative to shape. Are you excited for? I'm kind of bummed that you're not still there, but are you excited for the final tonight?
Oh man, I am loving what I am seeing from the Spurs. The Knicks look good offensively. I mean, it looks a little, I don't know, to you. Let me actually spin it back on you. Like, is there any vestiges of being team in this Knicks team to you, in terms of like what Mike Brown wants to do?
Is there anything what?
Is there any vestiges of the Beam team in terms of what Mike Brown wants to do with this Knicks team?
He keeps saying that. I don't see it, other than he lets Jamal kind of go. Like, what's the he used the read and react.
Mm-hmm.
He used that line a lot here in Sacramento, and I heard him say it in a media scrum. I think he was in Las Vegas when he said it. Maybe it's that. I don't see it looking similar, other than maybe Jamal to make the, or not Jamal, Jalen to make the comp is in the De'Aaron Fox role, and they don't have a Domas that they have to work the brawl through, so he can react to everything, and it's not like a lot of stop, set, horns up, everybody go here, do that. Like they're kind of a, I don't know, is free flowing fair to say? Free flowing offense?
Definitely free flowing. I would say at times that's what you saw in like the best part. But yes, you're right. There was a lot of like, get the ball to Domas, let him sort of like figure out and scan where he wanted to go and kind of be the offense. And that felt a lot more clunky than this. And they don't really have anyone. I don't think Cat's going to do that. I don't think Cat would. Maybe that's what they tried to do with Cat when he was like, I don't like what's going on. What they're trying to have me do in my role, because I'm nobody's Domantas Sabonis. No, but I like what the Knicks are doing offensively. I like that it's not just Jalen Brunson pounding the ball a bajillion times with a crazy usage rate. I like that everybody's getting involved. I know that we're like 11th in defense. I'm a little suspicious of this defense. Like in general, I'm just going to need to see it, believe it, in terms of what this team. Jalen Suggs was going crazy. Jalen Suggs is not a guy who's putting crazy pressure on the rim. So I have to see that. I'm fascinated about this matchup. I'm really interested to see Stephon Castle try and contain Jalen Brunson. I want to know, is it Mitchell Robinson trying to contain Wemby? That feels like barbecue chicken to me, because he's going to be out on the perimeter doing everything. Are they going to just try to trap him? There's a lot to this matchup that I have questions about, that I'm like, I don't really care how it plays out. I'm just very interested to see how these two teams game plan against one another.
I can't wait for this game. I think this is going to be great. I loved what I saw from both games on Saturday. It felt different. It felt important. I think those players understood the assignment and they delivered. And I think we're going to see more of that tonight. I think we're going to see the thing that I hope for is a close game. It's almost like the All-Star game or something like that. Like if it's close, these guys will play for real and they'll get after it. So I'm hoping for a close game. I don't know what you do. There's nothing you can do with Wemby when he's healthy, he's playing, and he's not on a minutes restriction. Like it felt like maybe they had a minutes restriction, and in that fourth quarter, it was like, nah, we got to go win this. Like just go play the whole fourth quarter, whatever you need to, because he's too much, man. He hitting the jump shot, he hitting the fallaways, he's finishing around the rim. The only concern is, does he hate Cat like he hates Chet? Because that seems to motivate him. Every time he sees Chet, he just tries to destroy Chet Holmgren for whatever reason.
Love the thing that stuck out when I was watching him, and it wasn't just like your eye sees whatever the camera tells you to see, was two things with Wemby because I've only seen him live during Summer League. This is my first time ever as an NBA pro. And number one that I thought was really fascinating is that he's a very vocal, demonstrative, defensive middle linebacker kind of a guy. He's moving guys around, physically pushing them to different spots, telling them basically, what these coverages look like, where they need to be. And that's constant on the defense. And then you're seeing how that, not just that, but him on the floor translates from a defensive standpoint. You're just into not just the paint, but anything anywhere near the paint, you're just not going. You just won't go. And then you've got these hyper aggressive guards in Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, and to a degree, De'Aaron. And even like it flows down further than that. That say, well, we trust in Wemby if we get cooked. He's right there. His arms are a bajillion inches long, and he'll clean it up quick. So they get so physically into your airspace on the perimeter that I don't know if you saw that one where first one was a 24-second shot clock violation that they forced, and then they forced like a block. But they were in the grills of the Thunder and sort of making life super frustrating. So that stuck out. I didn't know how much Wemby was doing that in terms of like orchestrating the defense and making sure guys are in the right. And number two, you were really, and maybe this is just a cup thing. Like I said, I've only seen him play in one NBA game live. But every little win, he celebrated like it was the biggest win. Every missed shot that he deflected, every time he got into the airspace, every free throw that they missed, the 24-second clock violation, him making free throws, that he was celebrating, physically making facial expressions and pumping his fist and like getting super after it. I'm like, wow, he is jacked the F up right now. It is wild. He's screaming, he's yelling, he's like slapping high five. The teammates is like, you literally just forced a shot clock violation. And that's one moment in time, right? So I thought both of those things were extremely telling in terms of how much, not just like a physical force he is, but how much of a leader he is on the court.
You got San Antonio as contenders this year.
Nobody has anything to say about that.
What's that?
I didn't know if my Wi-Fi went out or if the take was. I didn't know if my Wi-Fi went out, if the take was so bad that you had nothing to say back. Or if it was
No,
so
I think
good
your
you guys were just
Wi-Fi went out.
flabbergasted with my brilliance.
No, your Wi-Fi
Yeah.
went out because I asked you, do you think the Spurs are contenders this season?
What is it?
Can they win the NBA championship?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I think they are, man. I think they are. I think they're legit. I didn't think that before
I
Saturday.
mean, when you beat OKC,
Yeah.
second loss this year, it's like,
and just seeing them all together, like, oh, I get it now. Like I get what this could be with all those guys because that was the first time they've all played together this year, right? So
Mm.
just seeing it's like, oh, I get it. And the way they were able to compete with the OKC, the way they were able to match up with the OKC. Like I see it, man. I think there's 4 legit contenders in the West, and they're one of them. It's OKC, Denver, Houston, and now the Spurs.
I think you know how much we love Devin Vassell on this show.
Mhm.
Devin Vassell, he's not just changed, I think, as a player, because I don't know if it's almost what we saw with Chris Middleton, where when Chris Middleton developed next to Giannis, we kind of saw Chris Middleton as a specific type of player and didn't get to see all the things that he could do.
Mm.
And then Giannis went down, and we're like, oh, Chris Middleton's got a crazy bag. That's kind of how I feel about Devin Vassell in reverse, is that we saw Devin Vassell early on in his career when he played awesome as a 3-level scorer. He's a guy who has insane handles and great footwork and amazing fundamentals. Now he's like a 3 and D guy. It's like what Devin Vassell is sort of doing. We don't need him to do any of that other stuff. I mean, he can, but I think that that sort of takes the exertion off of him. And then secondarily, that was just like a side road. I'm really curious: is Shea neutralized to a degree against this type of team, against this specific team? Because he looked once Wemby came into the picture, like he just couldn't find it.
That dude changes everything.
Wemby.
Wemby just
Yeah.
he changes everything all the time.
You're with Dan Levitard the next 2 days?
Yes, DLS show on YouTube.
Okay.
Like your sweater, Damien. It looks very dashing. Are you still mad at me? Are we good? You're still mad at me? Or no?
Debating.
Yeah, I know. I could feel it. The energy's definitely, yeah.
Yeah. There could still be some residual anger.
No, I'm feeling it. We're just getting back into the flow with it. It'll take time.
It'll take time. Yeah.
Yeah, it will. It will.
I was wounded, and
No.
yeah. Just you can't just come on the show, flash your smile, and think everything's gonna be okay. Like it's gonna take time.
Yeah, I know. It'll take a few shows. Chatty House, tell him how much we love him. Tell him how good looking he is and how dashing his clothing choices are and how much we like his jewelry, and all of it. Let him know.
Okay. Well, we'll be tapped into the Dan Levitard show for sure over the course of the next couple of days. I haven't got to see you do that show yet. I saw you do.
My first time doing it.
Okay, that checks out. I've seen you do stuff with his company and then the NBC stuff, but I've never seen you do this one before. So
you gonna be with Coffee Boy?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man, cool. When you walk in, tell him to get you a latte with almond milk. Send that bitch to Sacramento and keep it moving.
You know, really quickly before I let you go, it's so funny because I went to this brunch with a bunch of different type of media people. Like you've got like, I would put him in the same category. You're probably not going to say this is the same category, but I put anyone who was on the jump together in the same category, right?
Okay.
As type of media. And then you had like new media that was like, you know, Lethal Shooter and like Everybody Hates Chris and all these people who are in the Creator Cup. They're like kind of streamers, not streamers, kind
Shout
of.
out my boy Drifty J.
Yeah, they're like in the media space ish. And then like me, and like I fit nowhere. And it's a very uncomfortable thing. Oh, Sean Little was there, who I don't know if you guys know. He was like the only person sort of like half and half. But anyway, he was there, and people were the agents of the world. There was a WNBA agent who I will not name, who I wanted to talk to. It's like I'm a big fan of hers. She's got some big clients, and she wanted nothing to do with talking to me. Like, thank you for introducing yourself. Yeah, like talk to you another time. Good, have a good time. You know, like when they glaze over when you're talking, you're like, there's nothing I can do to get you interested in talking to me.
How big are the clients?
Pretty big. They're pretty big. There's some big ones. There's a top. I would say she reps a top 3 branded W player.
Okay. Oh, it's not who I'm thinking of because
There are
she
rumors
reps
of
everyone.
pregnancy.
No. I think actually she would be nicer to me than this woman.
She would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely would be.
No, that I would have
But
come in
if
with the
you
Portland
pissed her
connection.
off, she wouldn't be. So,
No, she wouldn't.
But the
No,
difference
this
with her is she would tell you why she doesn't like you, like directly to your face.
I would really appreciate that because this person was like, "Oh yeah, I think your people reached out to try to get one of my clients on your show,"
That
and I
makes
was like, "Really? I was just wanting to say hi because I think you're dope and like I love what you're doing in the space and you represent somebody that's a friend of mine and have a good one. Enjoy
Hey, they're watching.
watching."
They're
But
watching.
anyway, she was kind of slobbering over Coffee Boy, and so I was wondering.
Oh,
what the
that
deal
was
was.
the end of the story? Oh, God. I thought the story was the beef with her feelings
It
on you.
was, it was, but it was like that was the end. Was she played me to the left and then literally came by while I was talking to him and was like, "You and Pablo are just so good together. Oh my God, you and Pablo need to do more together." Da, 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 da. He just love Meadowlark. And I'm like, this bitch doesn't even know I'm about to be on this network. That makes me mad.
That's all right. That just, yeah. Well, anyways, enjoy your show with Coffee Boy. We'll just leave.
Thank you guys. I love you. Talk to you soon.
All right.
all
Be back.
white chocolate mocha. It's my order.